Hi, everyone. I'm Joshua Harris, the Senior Manager of Marketing Communications for the National Collaborative for Infants and Toddlers. I have 15 years of communications and government relations experience, and I'm excited to dive into the best practices for talking about budgets and appropriations, whether you're addressing lawmakers or the media. Now, there's a few things that advocates should keep in mind. Appropriations and budgets can be challenging to talk about. There's a lot of jargon involved, and it's not always easy to understand how state budget impacts our day-to-day lives. That's where strategic communications comes into play. There are a few things that you should keep in mind when you're communicating about the budgets and appropriation. First, remember to consider who you're talking to and what will move them closer to the outcome that you're seeking. When talking to lawmakers, understand who holds the power on the relevant committees and tailor your message to resonate with them, both professionally as a lawmaker as well as personally. This means knowing their public statements, what they've said in the media interviews, what they've posted on social media, and maybe even things about their personal life that could intertwine or connect to your issue. Also, be aware of the political climate and how shifting power dynamics will impact on how your message is received. The bottom line, you want these lawmakers to support funding for your program and services. Now, when speaking with journalists and members of the media, remember that appropriations is a very complex topic and make it understandable for the average reader or listener. Simplify your message to make sure that it's understandable on an 8th grade reading level. Avoid jargon and complicated language, and don't use acronyms. Try to pair the data that you have with compelling anecdotes or stories to clearly define the problem and explain your solution and highlight who can help. Second, when talking to lawmakers, they need to know what this funding will achieve. Break down state appropriations and legislative district so that they can see it directly, showing how the funding will benefit their constituents. Make a plausible case for the return on investment compared to the cost of its inaction. Third, make sure to use data and storytelling to illustrate why this investment matters and who it will impact. Share stories from local people with lived experience